Hey everyone, and welcome to Flow Tao Salon. Today, we're going to talk about something I'm pretty sure every single one of us has done, but maybe we don't really think about why. And that is the abandoned online shopping cart.
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. How many things are just sitting in your online carts right this minute? You find something you love, you get all excited, you click Add to Cart, and then nothing. You just leave it there. Well, it turns out this is a huge universal habit, and we're about to get into the really cool psychology behind it.
You see, what researchers are finding is that the shopping cart isn't just that final step before you pull out your credit card anymore. It's become something else entirely. It's kind of like this psychological space, right? A sort of mental waiting room where what you want goes head-to-head with what you actually decide. It's where you weigh all the risks and you sort of, imagine what it would be like to own that thing.
Now, to get to the bottom of this, we're basing our whole explainer today on some really solid research. It comes from the EOL Group, which is a top-tier Taiwanese research institution. The report is called The Snapshot of TW Consumer Behaviors, published in March of 2026. So we've got some fantastic, super specific data to dive into.
Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll see just how common this whole thing is. Then, we're going to unpack the data, look at the timing of it all, and really get to the bottom of the motivation. And we'll wrap things up by highlighting the 3 most important discoveries that came out of all this research.
All right, let's get right into it. First things first, scale. Just how many people are you talking about here? Is this a niche thing, or is it pretty much everyone?
Well, the answer is, yeah, it's pretty much all of us. Check out this number. A massive 69.2% of online shoppers add stuff to their cart and just don't check out right away. We're talking nearly 7 out of every 10 people. So if you're one of them, trust me, you are in very, very good company.
And it gets even more interesting when you break it down. The data shows this pretty clear gender divide. Almost 48% of women say they always or often do this, use the cart as a holding pan basically. For men, that number is closer to 32%. So what that suggests is that for female shoppers, the cart plays a much more crucial role in that whole decision-making process.
Okay, so we've established that tons of people are leaving stuff in their carts. The next obvious question is, for how long? Let's get into the timing of all this.
So if you look at the data, it's pretty revealing. I mean, sure, you've got a small group who buys within 24 hours, but the really big chunks, we're talking almost half of all shoppers, they make their moves sometime within that first week. That initial 7-day period, that is absolutely the golden window for turning that, I kind of want this, into an actual sale. And age is a huge factor too. It's like a tale of 2 different shoppers. On one hand, you have shoppers in their 60s. They tend to be way more decisive, usually buying within just a couple of days. But then you look at shoppers in their 40s. Totally different story. They are the most deliberate. Over half of them will let an item sit for over a month or even until it's gone. They are really, really taking their time.
Okay, so we've covered the what, the who, and the when, but now we get to the real heart of the matter, the biggest question of all. Why? Are we all just master procrastinators? Or is there something way more strategic happening behind the scenes?
This is where the report really flips the script. It says we need to completely change how we think about the shopping cart. Seriously, forget the idea that it's just a line you wait in before you pay. Today, it's more like a personal dashboard, a tool for managing price and risk. It's a space where you calculate, you compare, you strategize.
And the data backs this up, 100%. The top reasons people wait, it's not laziness. Get this, the number one reason with over 62% of people is just to see the final total cost with shipping. More than half are comparing specs and prices, or they're off searching other sites for a better deal. This isn't procrastination. This is the work of a smart, strategic shopper.
All right, so we've gone through all this data. What does it all boil down to? What are the big aha moments? Well, the research points to 3 really crucial discoveries that basically change the entire game when it comes to understanding online shopping. Here they are, plain and simple. Number 1, the cart is a tool. Number 2, time is absolutely critical. And number 3, it's all about the hunt for value. So, let's break down what each of those actually means for us.
So that first big discovery is all about this evolution. The shopping cart isn't just a bucket you throw things in anymore. No way. Its real value today is as a personal command center. It's where you line up your options, save things for later, and actively manage the financial risk of buying something. Think of it as your personal workspace, not a checkout line. Discovery number 2 is all about that critical time frame, that sweet spot between 3 days and 1 week after someone adds an item to their cart. That is when their interest is peaking. For any business out there, knowing this is everything. It's the key to turning a maybe into a definite yes. And that brings us to the third and honestly, maybe the most important insight into our psychology. This delay, it's not a passive thing. We're not just forgetting about it. It is an active, strategic hunt for the absolute best value. We're using the cart on purpose to make sure we don't overpay and that we don't make a bad choice. It's all about being a smart consumer.
So, think about it. The next time you add something to your cart and then just close the tab, you'll know what's really going on in your brain. It's not you being indecisive, it's you being strategic. So here's my question for you. Now that you know all this, are you going to look at your own shopping cart a little differently?
And that wraps up this explainer. From all of us here at Flow Tao Salon, we're wishing you prosperity in the year of the horse.